This training that we have provided to you guys is to help you to spark your interest in renewable energy, in solar, and to understand that employment is not created by anyone. If you want to be employed, and the state cannot employ you, an NGO, and the NGO is not employing you, they have something to think about. And God doesn't create any human being without leaving him or her with something to survive on. What is required of us is attitude, hard work, determination, and sacrifice. There is no way that you get up today and say you want to be like this tomorrow if you have not sacrificed for it. One of the principles that we want you to know is that the renewable energy is a new sector in Sierra Leone. It is not developed as we want it to be. There are opportunities that it presents to us. It is left unto you to take what are the opportunities that you can take. And I think as part of the training they provided you, it was not just about solar installation, but rather for you to think carefully. What is it that you can do? What are the opportunities around it that you can capitalize so that you can be able to be gainfully employed, or you use your skills to do something that can benefit your community. Today is a certification program. After the training, we are partnering with NCTA to provide you the certificate. But a certificate is nothing without action. A certificate is nothing without a skill. So we are going to you the little skills that we have. Try as much as possible to see if you can utilize them. But for you to become perfect in the utilization, and how do you do that? We have solar business companies around Sierra Leone. We have contracts that require solar installation. And you try to seek partnership to see how best you can go there and learn further practical skills. What we are also encouraging you today is not to stop here. That there are opportunities within Sierra Leone or outside Sierra Leone that help young people to advance their skills in solar and renewable energy. Think about what you can do and face the challenges. You have to sacrifice, you have to persevere to make sure that whatever you learn, you add value to it. And how do you add that value? Is to look for more resources, to look for more skills, to be able to make that skill work. Just because NCTA in Solar Africa and said we have trained you for this number of months, think that skill is enough? It is not. So we are challenging all of you. What Sierra Leone needs now is not about our laziness. It's about our work, our ethics, our values towards work. And if we have the entrepreneurial spirit to make use of what we have learned, tomorrow we want to see women who are leading solar businesses. When you go to the rural communities, their need for electricity is so high. What can you do about it? Can you sell them the lamps? Or can you undertake businesses that install solar in those places? What can you do with the government? Can you engage in advocacy to ensure that the government is able to embrace solar technology to be able to help us to have access to electricity? So the question is yours now. What can you do? Identify the problem, and you're supposed to find solutions to it. The little that you have, make responsible use of it. And when you use it the best way, it will help you, it will help your community. The brain is so powerful that you can use up to a quarter of it before you die. Any human being in society who doesn't have something to do that the community, the village, can depend on, that person has no respect. And thank you very much.
The Ministry of Youth is excited to partner with this kind of initiative, most especially when our national youth policy defines the youth from the age of 15 to 35. When I look across, I saw that graph. I see that sense that most of you here fall within that. But most importantly, I can also go further for define, say, a youth is somebody that thinks youthful. So in my own case, I'm still a youth, and we're drawing this trend from global aspirations. Global aspirations as the Agenda 2030. We'll come to the end of that very shortly. But how we were able to meet that if we're not able to ensure that we invest in young people. This investment in young people is exciting. It's exciting for a couple of reasons. Because it meets the expectations of global aspirations, but also meet the expectations of Agenda 2063, the Africa that we want. If we want an Africa that is self-sufficient, we need to do these kind of things. If we want an Africa that is projected to the future of taking our rightful space, we want decisions like this. And what government has done over the years is to ensure that the aspirations of the SDGs and also the Africa that we want, we bring that inside the National Development Plan, or we call the Medium-Term National Development Plan, which we all know have 5 priorities. 1, that feeds Salone, human capital development, youth employment scheme, revamping the civil service, technology and innovation for the 21st century. All of this is young people centered. If you want to feed Sierra Leone, it has to be on your backs. If we want to invest in human capital, revamp the civil service, it's going to be the energy of young people. If we want to create 500,000 jobs, we have to prepare the job market readiness. What we've been able to do at the Ministry of Youth through this journey is, with support from partners, we've been able to develop the first Status of Youth report. We mirror it from the Commonwealth Status of Youth report. The Commonwealth Status of Youth report looked at 6 thematic areas. For us, we were ambitious enough to look at 12. And all of those 12 are critical for our growth and development in Sierra Leone. We look at youth in agriculture, in financial services, in substance abuse, because that is becoming critical for us as a country, as a nation. However, what the ministry has been able to do with all this is to also develop 5 priority areas for the ministry. Agriculture and agri-tech, skills development, climate smart actions. The last 2, which is technology and innovation and entrepreneurship, we see it as cross-cutting issues. For you to be better in agri and agri-tech, you for anchor that in technology and innovation. Skill development as soon as acquire, again for the anchor in technology. What soon I just don't display na technology and how technology will transform your life, community life, but also the society at large in which we find ourselves. Light Africa and Power Africa. And we can only do that through solar, because we get enormous sunlight. It's an opportunity for us to take advantage of it. The young ladies that presented their testimonies, a wonderful testimony, and then journey the day starts today. The certification, now one piece. Beyond the certification is the decisions you take within yourself. This training don't give you all opportunity for a couple of things. Acquire skill, employment, for entrepreneurship. As a ministry, we recognize the UNDP, send Sierra Leone. On that note, I want to leave you with these words again. Whatever your hands minded to do it with your minds. And whatever situation you are, ensure that situation make you better. You become a better version of yourself.
Madam Chancellor Sanko, and being the team lead for the People-Centered Sustainable Development and Resilience Portfolio. And under that portfolio day, we will work on 2 key areas. One, local economic development. Both sides, we will work on issues of youth empowerment and job creation. And also, we will work on supporting persons with disability, on livelihood issues, capacity building, and private sector development and entrepreneurship. And then we get the other arm with natural resource management. We will support the various ministries, departments, and agencies, the EPA, the Ministry of the Environment, the National Protected Area Authority, and IMEC within that meeting yesterday. On behalf of the resident representative, who is unavoidably absent due to other urgent tasks, I want to say it is an honor to join you at this certification ceremony for young women in STEM who have been trained as solar technicians under the Shine Salone Illuminating Lives, Igniting Future project. As someone deeply compassionate about women's empowerment, I believe this initiative is more than just a training program. It is a powerful investment in Sierra Leone's future. Women and girls are not only participants but leaders in shaping sustainable solutions, particularly in the renewable energy space, which is the way forward in our collective fight against climate change. We dependency on charcoal for cooking energy don't they destroy most of the forest over there, including the western area peninsula, where we have no bank or get clean water and free time. According to the just concluded State of the Youth report, about 70% of youth population cannot access formal jobs or skills training. The situation is even tougher for women. 93.1% of women work in informal jobs, earning low wages, lacking job security, and facing limited chances to move up. Several factors, including gaps in education and cultural norms, block their entry into male-dominated fields. So the first speaker from the Ministry of Youth briefly mentioned the status of the youth report when a UNDP and the World Bank fund them, because we want to know what they happen with the youth in the country. Who side they work, they get work, they not get work, they get formal work, they not get formal work. And the statistics they tell we say most of the women they work in the informal sector. Women say now market they sell, the business not registered, they know they keep them money in a bank, a whole lot of issues. But we get for council that we get for launch that report day and I sure say una self as the youth them will be invited for long and listen to waiting that report they say to me. This situation highlights the urgent need for initiatives that provide vocational training and educational programs tailored to young women's needs in Sierra Leone, thereby improving their employability, socioeconomic prospects, and empowering them to reach their full potential. And I call the first lady, we can give testimony and tell me how this training also done the change in economic status, how it done the use them for install solar and houses then we make it get money. And this is not the idea. And this is not just one part of the thing where we they do under we take book support what we give. Very soon we then in the process for work with the Ministry of Higher Technical Education for come up with curriculums in plumbing, in tiling, because these are things where Boku youth they do, but they don't get certificates. And in this particular training, we insist say it will be NCTBA certified. And when you see the man with the token, the certificate not to Salone no more, then they recognize them. Then they recognize them globally. And we want to ensure say as UNDP, the programs that they support now, the certificates that they give people them, and not only the benefit them, but it also the benefits them in their career advancement and in other countries them if they relocate to other countries. On another note, the country's energy sector faces major challenges, including limited electricity access, heavy reliance on traditional biomass, and underdeveloped infrastructure. It is crucial to address these challenges in the energy sector and transform Sierra Leone's energy system into green and sustainable models, not only to boost the economy, but also to protect future generations. Continued reliance on fossil fuels and inefficient energy practices threatens Mama Salone's climate, health, and development. The initiative addresses two major challenges at once: empowering young women and promoting sustainable energy solutions by equipping women with skills in solar technology and digital solutions. It is not only advancing gender equality, but also supports Sierra Leone's shift to clean, renewable energy. UNDP has supported a wide range of energy initiatives, such as the solarization of peripheral health units and hospital laboratories, as well as the innovative cook stoves project to shift from traditional energy sources. UNDP has also supported women-led small and medium enterprises in the energy sector through the Growth Accelerator program. Additionally, UNDP has just concluded the solarization of 2,400 women-headed rural households in 6 of our programmatic districts that we work in. By investing in renewable energy and empowering young women to be leaders in this effort, we build a strong foundation for inclusive growth, environmental responsibility, and long-term prosperity. We aim to create alternative livelihoods for young women from various communities who would otherwise not have access to vocational training. The program will secure their sustainable livelihoods, contribute to their community's development, and drive transformation of the energy sector. Like how we dey do when they give the testimony. Now, it dey provide lights in community. We don't want to let all man they come on in local community can't fit on. They don't get side for day, go talk to people then and get themselves involved by all kinds of things with the people, including the drugs with the people. You can still be in your community and do what you able for do, for get you living, and for also advance your career. So our young trainees, congratulations to all of you. Take pride in your achievements and let this be the spark that ignites your future. As someone deeply compassionate about women, I believe this initiative is more than just a training. It's an investment in Sierra Leone's future. What may feel small today can grow into meaningful, lasting change for you, your families, your communities, and Mama Salone as a whole. This program has shown what is possible when we invest in women and renewable energy together. You are not only solar technicians, you are pioneers, role models, and leaders in Sierra Leone's green transformation. In closing, I want to sincerely thank our esteemed partners, Saint Sierra Leone, Green Solar Africa, the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, the National Council for Technical and Vocational Education, and everyone who has worked tirelessly to ensure the success of this program. I want to particularly thank my colleague, Mr. Richard Musinguzi, who have worked behind the scenes with the team, with the SEND team, to ensure that today, in all the efforts and support to make I want to thank you all for listening, and thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.